Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Five Nights at Freddy's official movie teaser trailer. But before I do that, I want to show you guys the posters for it. So there is 5. This is the main one with the 4 main characters, which just looks absolutely amazing. If you look closely, you can actually see that there's fur on these guys. It's not just like plastic or like metal or anything. It is fur on these. So yeah, it says, can you survive Five Nights at Freddy's October 27th this year, which is really soon. I'm so excited for this movie, and these look great. I love the red eyes and stuff, especially with Carl the Cupcake here, which is its official name, by the way. So you can see the only real change is like this little bit here, which I don't know if that's like just clothing or like a guitar strap or something. It could be either, but yeah. So here is the posters for each individual animatronics. We've got Freddy, this is all FNAF 1 characters, by the way. We have Bonnie, my personal favourite from the FNAF 1 cast. We've got Foxy, and then we've got Chica with the cupcake as well. And we see, you know, the Five Nights at Freddy's logo, and this just looks absolutely amazing. Like the detail is it's pretty much just straight from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Like they haven't tried to change anything or anything except for like this here. It's just like, you know, straight from Five Nights at Freddy's 1, which is great. Cause yeah, so I did that because I was gonna show it here, but yeah, there's loads of fan-made posters which look really cool, but this is my personal favorite because, well, it's the official. So today, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie teaser trailer officially released on loads of things, and it's #1 on trending, which I'm not surprised by. I mean, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, we've been waiting for this movie for about 8 years, and it's finally happening. So I have already seen this trailer about 10 times, but I just want to react to it, and then we'll do like a little analyzation of the trailer. So let's start. So it starts
Welcome
off like
to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria,
like an
where
advert
fantasy
or
and
like
fun come to life. Hit it, guys!
I don't know if it's an advert or like a training tape or something like that.
If you're watching this video,
you can see that
it
that's
means you've
Michael
been
after the main
selected as
character.
Freddy's newest security guard.
Oh my god! It turns on the power. Sorry if it's a bit loud.
Hello?
The main like the cameras and stuff.
We're going to have so much fun together.
Wow, it just looks so cool. We've got Foxy, that was his leg. We've got a girl hiding in a pit, and we see Foxy, Fred and Bonnie, Five Nights at Freddy's, October 27th. So yeah, it's just such a good trailer. It's one of the best trailers I've ever seen for anything, and of course it's Five Nights at Freddy's, one of my favourite games ever, which I do plan to make a series of playing like all the games now that the movie's coming out. I mean, I was going to do that anyway, but I mean, like, I want to do it sooner. So yeah, now I'm going to go through the trailer, because it's only a little one. It is a teaser trailer. It's not like a full trailer. It's just a little teaser. So 47 seconds, but I'm guessing like the next ones will probably be like a minute and a half maybe. But, you know, I'm happy with this. So, as you can see, it starts off
Welcome
as like
to
an
Freddy
advert
Fazbear's
slash,
Pizzeria,
like, 'cause it
where
says you're
fantasy
hired.
and fun.
It says that you're hired for like our job, like security guard. So you can see here, like, so you can see there's loads of badges here. If you look at this one, it says "Let's Eat," which is on Chica's bib, and we can see loads of stuff in the background. We can see like kids and stuff and the balloons.
To Freddy Fazbear's
And we can see the checkered walls, which is everywhere in the Five Nights at Freddy's locations, pretty much.
Pizzeria, where
And then yeah, we can see more stuff here.
fantasy and fun
And then right, kind of went past it. Yeah, so there is like arcades everywhere.
come to life.
Supposed to be like 80s kind of stuff, and then the Showtime button, which shows up in Five Nights at Freddy's VR. I'll try to put up a clip of that, and it doesn't work, but in this movie it does. And then you can see the main cast. So we can see Freddy Fazbear and Chica right here, and this light kind of goes from left to right, showing them, and they just look amazing. And also, by the way, guys, these animatronics, these guys, they're not CGI, they're not people in costumes. These are real functioning animatronics. All the little movements you see, those are real.
Hit it, guys.
They're actual real animatronics built for the purpose of this movie. Just look at them. They just look like straight from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Like, I mean, like, even like Bonnie's like ears and stuff, they move, and then you can see here that it goes to like now time, like where the movie is actually set. You can see that we can see the outside of the Freddy Fazbear's, which is the only time you've ever seen outside of Freddy Fazbear's. And we can see it's closed, and it's been closed for a while because even the sign saying closed is broken. the little, like, you know, Freddy outline is gone. You can see in the back there, it is the sign. There is another teaser. There is another, like, there's a teaser photo that came out quite, like, a little while ago. I'll try to show that at the end of the video, and it was like Freddy and that little girl at the end of the trailer here.
If you're watching this video,
And then, yeah, so we get the main guy, I can't remember the actor's name, but he is playing Michael Afton, the main character of pretty much Five Nights at Freddy's, and it says security on it. So he goes into here, and this is a full building. There's 4 YouTubers that got to go down here, and they got to actually see what it's like. This isn't just like a set, this isn't just like, you know, there's no ceiling or something. This is a full-scale pizzeria. That outside that you saw of the pizzeria, that's just like a fake outside just for like shooting stuff outside. This is a real inside, everything is connected. So you can see here it says prizes, and there is like a prize corner which is in FNAF VR, and for the very first time you can actually see what the kitchen looks like, kind of. This place is massive. You can see a little thank you on the bin, an exit sign which is kind of like, it kind of looks like it's broken, and you can see like a chica, like chicken cupcake, and then Bonnie, like little window things between the seats. And then Michael opens up the curtains to see the animatronics. Now this just looks like a render from like Five Nights at Freddy's if it was like Ultra HD, but no, this is just real life actual animatronics. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so you can see, and then he looks at Freddy, so this is probably the first time meeting the animatronics. Also, I think Bonnie's here or something, it's like someone's there, and then Chica will be somewhere in here. And then, oh, that was the cupcake. I didn't notice that the first time.
It means
I've seen
you've
this
been
so many
selected
times, but
as Freddy's
still,
newest
there's so
security
much to
guard.
see. Right, yeah, the cupcake, and then this is Chica, and we can see his flashlight here. And then he turns on the power, which turns on the outside, and it probably turns on the animatronics, or they're just on. Also, by the way, Freddy has gloves on, which I think is just a design choice, because clearly Freddy does not have gloves on in like the actual animatronic. So this turns on the cameras, where you can see loads of cameras from the old Five Nights at Freddy's games, like this one, which is the cupboard, like the cleaning cupboard and stuff, where Bonnie usually stays. But we can see loads of new ones, like here. And so this is the outside of the pizzeria. We can see the street lamps and, you know, like the wet like floor and stuff. But we can also see here, which is like a hallway. It's definitely inside. I think this is like either I think this could be like a back exit, like a way to one of like either like a fire exit, or it could be a way to get to like the back rooms in, like a way to get to a place called the back room in Five Nights at Freddy's. As we can see up here, there's like a little cartoon, Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica. This is probably some leaflet. And then we can see the keyboard, and there is a cup that is from Five Nights at Freddy's. This is like, you know, the Five Nights at Freddy's cup that we see on the desk all the time, and you can see the other kids had it. And right here, we can see the Celebrate poster, which is one of the most iconic FNAF things ever. And it is just straight ripped from the game, nothing changed, which is just how I want it. So yeah, we will see, and then this is the most iconic camera with Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica. This is just like, it's just completely one-to-one remake. And then this, it just, you know, it just looks like FNAF, but in real life. Like, that's just how good it looks. That's how good of a job they did. Yeah, so we get a kind of pan around this, and it took me a couple times to realize this, but if you look, I think, oh, that's the wrong thing. If we look here, we can see Freddy Fazbear is behind him, and something people have been talking about is that the animatronics have red eyes, which they don't have in the games. But something I've thought about, and other people have pointed out, is that Freddy throughout the trailer seems to have different coloured eyes. So right now, his eyes are just regular. I think this is like neutral mode, because clearly he has moved. He's not on the stage. He is behind Michael. But in, like, you know, and later on he has orange lights coming out of his eyes, and then he's got red and he looks angry. I think it's some sort of like mood system which goes through, because people are annoyed that it's not like the, you know, like the white pupils, like the really creepy white pupils. I'll try to get a picture of it. It could be like white like with the little tiny pupils. People were annoyed that. I think they'll still appear in the movie. I think that's just showing his mood. So red when his eyes are red, he looks angry. When his eyes are like this, he looks friendly. Orange, he's like probably a bit confused, but still normal. Yeah, he's
We're going to have
probably
so
neutral.
much fun together.
She says, we're going to have so much fun together. Then we see, this is the most different to the games. This is like, you know, saws and stuff. It's like a mask. Someone said it could be Foxy's mask, which I could see. I don't think it is Foxy, but I think it is maybe a Foxy replica. So this seems to be some weird trap. But yeah, we don't really know much about that. And then we see Foxy's shadow here on this door, which is just like, it just looks amazing. This is probably one of the back bits of the pizzeria, since it doesn't seem to be that recognizable. We see this character, which is a character called Abby, because Michael Afton does have a sister in the games, but she's not called Abby, she's called Elizabeth. But I think they're just doing that because they need to change some things for a game. But yes, so we see her, she's standing here, we can see the prizes thing, so she is in the restaurant. We look up, and this is what I was talking about. Freddy clearly doesn't have red lights, he doesn't have normal lights, it's orange. So I think it's just like a mood thing. So yeah, also something that someone pointed out is here, I know I kind of went past it, but this part where the locks come on, this seems to be a different person. This isn't this guy. I don't think it is. We're not sure. Probably is, because it wouldn't make sense, but I don't know. It might not be. But yeah, so we can see Freddy has orange lights, not red lights, so I think it is some sort of mood system. And then we see here, this is a character called Vanessa, which Vanessa is a character in Security Breach. I don't know, we don't know her role, we don't know what she's doing, but yeah, it's probably just, because they have to make an attempt to change things from the game. It can't just be a one-to-one scale replica of everything. They can do that, I think they're doing that with the set pretty much, but not with like the actual characters. But then we see here 5 kids, which represents each animatronic. So this one has bunny ears for Bonnie. This one has it seems to be a hook on their hand, but anyway, they've got a red, orange t-shirt, which is Foxy. This kid has a top hat for Freddy. This kid is wearing yellow for Chica. And this kid doesn't seem to be he's not wearing a color to his animatronic, but since he's the last one, people just guess that he's Golden Freddy, because there is 5 animatronics, and then they all run away. This guy is not only is he playing William Afton, he's also playing Shaggy, which I think is very funny. But you can see him kind of rubbing his hands together. We don't know what this is. I think it's like some sort of flashback, like before, like maybe when, like before he builds, like before he starts building the pizzeria or something. I'm not sure. And then also we see so much is happening. I go back 5 seconds to that other scene. It's crazy. Yeah, so we see I think Michael on the floor of the forest. Probably I don't know, this probably after you get scared by those kids. But then we see this guy, which people think that's the guy that gets like his hands like clamped, like the metal thing, I don't know what to call it, goes around his hand, but he is like screaming and we can't hear it. So I think people think he's getting like jump scared or something, which makes a lot of sense. Then we see an endoskeleton foot, which is Fox's foot, and there's a bomb here, and he crushes it with his foot. And then we see Abby again goes into the ball pit, and then she looks up. You hear like wiring, and then we see Foxy look at her with the red eye, and then we see Freddy and Bonnie, and then finally to Freddys. So we don't actually get that. We don't get like a close up of Chica, which is fine. We get the other 3, but yeah. So let's put now. So obviously it looks absolutely amazing. I have 0 problems with this trailer. I don't care about the red eyes. I think the red eyes actually make them look really cool, because this, like, it brights up their face, but not too much. It's still like, it makes them actually look it makes them look creepier. So yeah, I think it looks really good. And also October 27th is so close. Like, that's like really close for a movie that's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be great, because you can just tell, like, there's so much, like, if you look in the background, there's like drawings from the old games, posters and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that image, like the original teaser for this movie that came out like a month, 2 months ago, not that long ago. So I'll go get that Okay guys, this is the closest thing I could get because I couldn't find a single poster that either didn't have text, was zoomed in, and didn't show the full image. So this Freddy Fazbear right here, he's not there in the actual teaser, it's just this. So we can see right there that is Abby and that is Freddy Fazbear, which looks like just, you know, the Freddy Fazbear animatronic we see in the trailers, but something that's weird is he is missing an ear, which people have pointed out that this could be Golden Freddy because Golden Freddy is missing an ear. I personally don't think it's Golden Freddy because I don't think they'd show him off in the very first teaser of the movie. But it is weird that his ear is missing because clearly the animatronic in the actual trailer doesn't have an ear missing. Freddy Fazbear, like this one, has never had a missing ear. So it's very weird. But yeah, so this gives us a good look at the outside. So we can see that this, well, I mean, it's quite, I don't think that this will ever happen in the actual movie, like we'll see this shot, but it is quite weird that the sign is like lit up and stuff because that means the power's on, but I'm guessing this is just probably for promotional stuff. This isn't actually going to be a shot in the movie. But yeah, it is very cool, and I think this is what I think. On the day that we got this, we also got the release date of October 27th, so we already knew it was coming on October 27th, but it's just repeated here. So yeah, it is just an amazing trailer. Everybody's talking about how good it is, and I agree with them, and it's definitely amazing for like the fans, because, well, we have been waiting for 8 years, but it's also, you know, everything in it is very accurate to what we would think the Five Nights at Freddy's is, because we've not seen the entire restaurant. The closest we've gotten to that is FNAF VR, but we still haven't seen the entire restaurant, and there's still lots of changes made. So we're probably going to see most of the pizzeria from Five Nights at Freddy's 1 for the very first time. And also, the actor for William Afton and all the actors in this movie are the closest things we have to what those characters look like. If they ever do get revealed what those characters really do look like without it being an 8-bit minigame in like a FNAF arcade, in the actual games, they probably won't look like the actors who play them because, you know, they're not going to want to do that. But that is like the only time we've ever seen, you know, like a person as William Afton. It's always in 8-bit like cutscene. So yeah, so this is very cool. I just love that Freddy being behind him. I feel like that'll be like either like a couple things should happen with that. So he'll be turning around and they'll probably be like completely like dead silent, and then Freddy will be there and then he'll probably like jolt forward or something. But since Freddy doesn't have the glowing eyes, he could just be in neutral mode, and this could be like a scene where the animatronics are starting to like move, and maybe in the background, you know, like what Michael sees Freddy move for the first time and he's all like startled and stuff, and in the background we might see like Bonnie's head like look at him or something, which would be like really creepy and you might not notice it the first time. But yeah, I definitely want to see this movie when it comes out. It's coming out on a streaming service called Peacock, which I can't get here where I live, but I don't know. It is coming out into cinema, so I'd probably go see it there because I'd really like to see this movie because, well, I've been waiting 8 years, so yeah, it is a very important movie for, like, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's, because this is just an indie game that was originally made by one guy, and now it's got like nearly like 10 games and a whole movie. And also, by the way, this is not going to be the first and only movie. This is not going to be the only movie. They have said they want to do a trilogy, so I'm guessing they'll probably do one for FNAF 2, one for FNAF 3. And while I'm so excited for FNAF 1 and 3, if that's what they're doing, my favourite will probably be the second one, because Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was the first game I ever saw. Five Nights at Freddy's, like a couple months after FNAF 1 came out, they made FNAF 2, and that's what I originally saw. So, but this just looks amazing because I remember seeing FNAF 1 for the first time. So yeah, that is the end of this video. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. I will bring up the posters again, just to kind of like look through. You know, you can see, I think is that a wire or something? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, like it just looks perfect. I think they look perfect. They are, you know, what they were in Five Nights at Freddy's, just way more detailed. You can see like the little lines here on Fox's eye. Yeah, so I've watched this trailer like so many times, and I just love it. I knew, even though I'd seen it so many times, I had to like do a reaction, go through it and stuff, because I have went through it and looked at it, but this I've really looked through it, which I mean it's Five Nights at Freddy's, so you've really got to look and like understand everything. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of this video, guys. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and when there's like a new teaser like for Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's movie or Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, I want to do videos on that, especially with the trailers for Five Nights at Freddy's movie and Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, the Ruin free DLC, because apparently, I should do a video soon on the new website. There's a new website that came out for the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, which they're gonna use most likely to play trailers and little teasers. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, as I said just a little bit ago, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.